So this is gonna be episode 95 of the Just Chilling podcast. Um, just want to cover a couple things up in here today. I just got finished watching AEW All Out pay-per-view. That was crazy. A couple people from WWE went over to AEW. The main one was Daniel Bryan. Happy for that dude. Happy for myself because I'm a big Daniel Bryan fan. Want to check him out. Want to be able to watch him more. He's been out of commission for about 6 months, probably about 6 months. But that ain't really what I came in to talk about. Want to touch on a couple of topics. Mainly gonna be the Donda and the Certified Lover Boy album. A lot of attention, a lot of energy being put out toward these two albums, pitting people against each other. Drake and Kanye, um, namely. I listened to both albums. I try to give myself some time to listen to both albums before I started judging on what I like and what I don't like about each album. Um, I don't know. Seems like no matter what you say, uh, somebody gonna have something to say about how you feel about it, and I don't like that because I got parts of both. I got songs on both albums that I enjoy, and then but people want you to pick a side. And they go, that's just the way things are now. People don't want you to ride the fence. They want you to pick a side. I get that, to a certain degree. So after listening to them a couple times, um, I definitely pick Donda, the Kanye West album, over Drake's Certified Lover Boy. And it makes it seem like I don't like nothing on Drake's new album. I do. Um, I felt like both of these albums were feature heavy, and I'm not a big feature type person that thrives on having people on your albums. Let's see how many people we can get on my album. Let's see how many people you can get on your album. I really enjoy the J. Cole style of just as less features as you can, or just trying to find that perfect number of features to have on there. So what I can say about Drake's album is that he did have I guess a good 6 or 7 songs where it wasn't it wasn't just it wasn't him and a bunch of features. He did have about 6 or 7 songs where it was just him um rapping, and I enjoy that. That's pretty much the songs I lean on. I don't know the names of the songs, but if I were to put it in, those songs I want to go listen to first, because I'm first of all, if I'm listening to a Drake album, I want to listen to Drake rap or sing, because that's what he do. That's what he does well. That's what he has done well. Um, when I got around to the Kanye record, the Donda, I was I didn't know if I was gonna like it because it had so many features on it, and I mean it's tough. I don't even think there is a song without a feature on Donda, and but it's coherent. Um, I mean, you can say, I mean, I might lean more towards the positive message and the positive vibes on all the whole Donda album. I enjoy that, but also from a musical standpoint, I felt like um he was able to utilize his features to the best of his abilities. Was able to make the best content available with all the features that he had. I mean, the Travis Scott feature was dope. The Jay-Z feature was dope. He didn't really put the names next to the songs, but you can count The Weeknd, Lil Baby, the Pop. I even enjoyed the Pop Smoke when a lot of people was hating on that one. But I enjoyed the Pop Smoke track on there too. It just seems like once you get past Jail, because I feel like that's probably gonna be his single for that album. Once you get past that and the intro, which I feel like it also was um put there like that for a reason. Like a lot of his stuff is purposeful. And that's not saying I like that or not like that. That's just what it is. So once you get past jail and you can just really sit there and vibe out to it. And I was able to like not skip a song until Jail Part Two came on the games. I'm like, okay, well this is Jail Part Two. So it's basically the same beat. So basically, like I said, I got parts that I like on both albums, but for me to just vibe out and not really worry about hitting the skip button personally, you might feel differently. Um, I like Donda. I like Donda more. I feel like I go back to Donda more. It's more like positive vibes. Like I said, I don't really want to go into the religion aspect of it, but um, he does hit the positive vibe on point. He's man, a lot of the singing on there with the choir. That's another feature on there. Like I said, I'm just not a fan of the feature heavy albums, but if you're able to use the features well, then I mean, what can I say? And I felt like that was a part. That was something that he did, and I wasn't able to deny it. So if you ask me, I picked on the over Certified Lover Boy, but that does not mean I don't have tracks that I like on Certified Lover Boy. And besides that, I mean, I feel like you could also, I mean, Nas with King's Disease too. I mean, he won a Grammy. People don't even really mention that or acknowledge that the man got a Grammy for King's Disease one last year, which was a solid, coherent album. I mean, that's really all I asked for real. There's a solid, coherent album. He got King's Disease 2 that came out maybe a month before Donda and Certified Lover Boy came out. And I like that album as well. I feel like he can put his album right there with everybody else that's dropping right now and do well. Yeah, I like Nas, and that lets you know I didn't grow up listening to Nas and nothing like that. I mean, I'm just from the South, so that's not what was presented to me. Outkast was presented to me. UGK was presented to me. But just picking up on Nas and here and there, growing up, I was able to respect his style and just respect what he's doing right now. At his age, being able to rap, being able to make it make sense to me. Um, yeah, I mean, he got a Grammy last year. I don't know. It's a big pool of music that's gonna be put up for a Grammy this year because you got probably Kendrick coming out as well later. Um, that's gonna be possibly a Grammy nominated album. Drake's probably gonna be Grammy nominated. Kanye might be in the gospel section, so he might be excluded from the then the hip hop album of the year category at the Grammy. So he might not really. I mean, then what are we comparing these two albums for? If one's gonna be probably gospel album of the year and the other one's probably gonna possibly get album of the year. I mean, you still have to get past Nas and I'm just gonna pick a Tyler Creator album in there because I'm a Tyler Creator fan, but probably I mean Drake got a good chance. It just depends on whatever Kendrick is gonna drop and how that's gonna compare to whatever he had came out. So like I told you, he got about 7 or 8 tracks by himself where he just rapping. I mean, you got Cole in there. I mean, I don't even want to leave Cole out. Cole dropped a stellar coherent album as well that could totally compete. I still go back to that album personally and listen to it. So whoever get whoever get the trophy this year, the award this year, I think it'll be well deserved because it's a tough field this season, this year, as far as music go. So just want to get on here and hit, with the music that's been taken over. Big marketing plans on both sides. That's all you can really hear out here in the streets and see what people talking about. We can hit on the college football season on Alabama won Saturday. Auburn won as well. I think it was 2 blowouts. So for the state of Alabama, state where I live in, things are looking good right now. But as I always say, the season's not going to start to me until you or your team are tested with some type of adversity, to some type of tested to some type of hump to get over. So until that happened, I'll say that for me, the season for Alabama Auburn haven't even started yet, but you're able to appreciate some of the stars on both sides. I haven't looked at Auburn side and see who their breakout star is, but we got number one for Alabama. Shout out to him, Jameson Williams, and Bryce Young, quarterback. They pretty much made play of the day for Alabama with that pretty much 100-yard, 50-yard, 75-yard touchdown Bryce Young threw. So he looking like a good young prospect to get behind and support, at the Alabama school. Also myself, wanted to toot my own horn. I got working on did work on. I got finished with it. Had an offer to be on a YouTube cartoon show. Don't want to really get into it too much until it's out, but I did record my own lines for it. Turned it in on time and everything like that. So I was grateful for the opportunity. Hopefully, I don't. That's why I don't really want to talk about it too much. I want to see how it turned out and see how I did on my first little acting venue. You know, Black show writer, FIB. It's on YouTube right now. You can check that out. I think it's FIB Criminology. You can YouTube that and just start supporting that channel and supporting what we trying to do. I think from what I gather from it, it was kind of like a take on CSI or NCIS, if you watch those type of shows, but kind of like a cartoon version of it. And when I say cartoon, I don't mean like a 3D or a 2D version. I mean like 3D. I mean I said that backwards, but I mean like a 2D version. It's a 3D version of the show. So I mean that's for me, that's just like some groundbreaking stuff to be a part of. Found the opportunity, took it, was appreciative for the opportunity as well. Just meeting people and talking to people and being kind to people to get to you, get you, just being kind to people, being open to new ideas and being open to trying things and putting your best foot forward, for something that you believe in or something that you want to try. So you can just take that and use that in your own life, and maybe something like that will happen too. I'm hoping that it turns out good. If when it comes out, I'll be on here promoting it, and just hoping y'all enjoy it. Hoping y'all enjoy what I do on the show. Hoping you enjoy what everybody do on the show. FIB. So yeah, so with the whole, like I said, just to come back and talk about the whole drama, and I hate drama. The whole drama that was going on between Drake and Kanye, from the rollouts of Donda and the rollout of CLB. I started calling it that. Drake dropped a song that had Andre 3000, one of the best rappers to ever live, on the song with Kanye. Where Kanye was pretty much dissing Drake on the song. So he called out Andre, or he didn't call out Andre, he called out Drake. And Andre, pretty much when that song dropped, had a lot of cussing in it. I can see why it was cut from Donda, because it had a lot of cussing and it really didn't fit into it. Now I ain't gonna lie, it's about and like if you into the old school Kanye, the cussing and talking that crazy shit, and yeah, that's a perfect song and it is a good song, but it didn't fit the mold for what Donda was supposed to represent. So that's what Andre said himself, and he said that they dropped the song. They dropped the song from the album. So that song got dropped, but it was one of the baddest songs. They would have put it on there. And he said he just didn't know when they made the song that Kanye was gonna come over there and come on the track and diss Drake like that. I mean, I hate I'm even talking about this shit, but I mean, I guess drama is, I can see why I'm talking about it as well. Drama sell. Drama is attractive to the regular consumer. They, people are attracted to drama, so they try to drum that up. I don't know how much of this is real, how much of it's fake, but I really enjoyed the song, and really enjoyed the lyrics to the song. Really enjoyed Andre 3000 input on the track, on the record. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe this will start a whole beef back and forth, but I don't understand it. I don't get it. I mean, I feel like it's another device for division in our community. I mean, I could be going too deep with that, you know. You can check me in the comments if you want to. But as far as that goes, just I just wish it wasn't like I feel like Andre, you know, just put your music out. I mean, y'all in two different lanes. This man is dropping basically a rap album and you dropping a gospel album. There's no reason, no matter what kind of problems y'all got, to be calling each other out, talking shit about each other like that, you know, unless y'all really hate each other. And I don't know. It's hard to tell when people is like famous like that. You don't know how much of it is real and how much it is just to get a like or a click, you know. I've been caught up online a lot, defending Michael Jordan again. A lot of people with the GOAT conversation with MJ and LeBron. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. They even go to the Scottie Pippen argument. They even go to the Dennis Rodman argument. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if you do your homework and I mean, you can clearly see that Jordan is has done, is doing, still doing as far as his shoes selling better than what LeBron doing. That's the same thing. I can give you facts and I can still tell you that I respect and admire LeBron. I mean, I do, but I don't like it when he gets compared to Jordan because that's unfair to him and that's unfair to Jordan. But when you get online and every day, I mean, from my timeline, I don't know what your timeline is like, but I see a lot of people pin LeBron over Jordan, a lot of people caping for LeBron. I don't get it. I'm always gonna get out here and cape for Jordan Brand. Um, just because I have a brain and I have two eyes and I'm able to look at stats and I'm able to look at impact on the culture, impact on the game, impact on the next generation. Um, I mean, Jordan had Kobe mimicking his every move, his every workout habit, his every mannerism. LeBron don't have that, you know. You know, I'm not even dissing LeBron. I'm just saying LeBron don't have nobody that's really like taking up after him like that. And you can say give it some time, but Kobe was in the league mimicking Jordan while Jordan was still in the league. So I'll never get why people try to do that, try to put LeBron over Jordan. I guess it's a generational thing, but even if I'm in this generation and I grew up watching LeBron, I grew up watching Kobe, you can still feel the impact on what Jordan did. Just if you go to your local Walmart, your local mall, and look at who's wearing whose shoes. I mean, the same people, like I said, and I'll get off of this. The same people that are caping for LeBron so hard are the same people that are rushing to get the new retro J's when they come out. So it's funny to me because I mean, you got that much respect for that man, but you want to pick him over Jordan, but you gonna go get the new Jordans when they come out, or get Jordans whenever you can. I mean, his brand is solid. His brand is strong. He's been strong. It was strong when he was in the league. So I really don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't see when they compare the two because I don't see a comparison. I mean, I don't. There's nothing there to compare. I feel like these people should be compared to other people besides being pitted against each other. And I guess it'll go on forever and never because it seems like every time you turn around, every time I open my phone, somebody is ready to argue about it. I'm always ready to jump in there and defend Jordan. What I do this weekend? I checked out Black Widow, watched Black Widow, checked out the Black Widow film. I'm about 2 months late on that. Shout out to my boy Rashad G on YouTube. He probably be mad at me because I ain't checked it out yet, but just really wasn't a big Black Widow fan when it came to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm more of an Iron Man, a Hulk fan, and but the thing about Marvel is that you have to watch a lot of these movies that you're not interested in because you don't know how it's gonna connect to a future movie. All of it's kind of connected like well, but in a certain type of way. So I gave it. I had you something when you watching one, you got to watch the other. So I gave it some time. I enjoyed it. Um, so I didn't get into why the star of the movie is suing the production company that was doing Black Widow, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know much about that. But the movie was good. So if you haven't saw it, check it out. If you watch the Marvel stuff, it was decent enough. It was enough action, enough fighting for me. And that's usually what I go to a movie for, for the action pack and stuff like that. I started also after I got finished watching Black Widow. I started watching Don't Breathe 2. Now, Don't Breathe 1 came out like 6 years ago. So I don't know why they doing the sequels um this far apart. I don't know why. But first one was really good. I went to the movies to see Don't Breathe 1. Don't Breathe 2, it started. I didn't finish it yet. It started out pretty slow. I had to put it down for a minute and go do some other things. It just wasn't getting right to. I mean, the action is coming, but it's coming pretty slow. So I'll come back to it and pick it up. I ain't ready to review that movie yet. Just simply because I mean it looked pretty decent, but it's just starting out slow, and a lot of great movies have started out slow. So I don't want to say nothing bad about it right now. But what I guess I watched. I guess this weekend was a big movie watching weekend for me because I also caught Respect with Jennifer Hudson in it. Watched that. Her portrayal of Aretha Franklin. Um, perfect casting. Her and Forrest Whitaker, who played her father in the movie. Um, they did a great job together. They bounced off each other. They worked with each other really well to tell her story. And Mrs. Franklin, she has a very, 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 maybe 5 times interesting story about her life. She had a very interesting life, very talented woman, very interesting life. Dealt with a lot of shit, a lot of demons. Yeah, they say that in the movie, but she dealt with demons. Um, Marlon, man, I went into this movie. I'm a big Marlon Wayans fan. I'm a big Wayans Brothers fan from way back. But I went into this movie just expecting him to kill, to knock out his role. He played one of her lovers in the movie. Jennifer Hudson song, like every song. I'm gonna get back to Marlon because he kind of disappointed me. But man, she sang every one of the songs herself in the movie. Now that's a movie that you sleeping on. You should go see Respect. With Jennifer Hudson portraying Aretha Franklin. But Marlon, yeah, he played one of the boyfriends, one of the baby daddies in the movie. I thought he was gonna kill it because he has that potential in him to kill a role, but I feel like he kind of mailed it in. I mean, he can get mad at me if he see it, but I mean, I feel like he kind of mailed it in. He really didn't try hard. I feel like he probably, I don't know who he was trying to sound like. I mean, y'all can help me out in the comments and help me with who he was trying to sound like, because he was just changing his voice in a very fake manner. I feel like the voice he was trying to conjure up just wasn't what he sounds like, or what he, even if I'm trying to sound like somebody else, if I can't nail it, then I'll just do something else. And I feel like he was told to sound a certain way and wasn't able to nail it, but still stuck with that. And it just it came off as weak, came off as weak. But luckily for the viewing audience, if you can get through that, which isn't too long in the movie, Jennifer Hudson and her Forrest Whitaker, they pick it back up and they do a great job with that as well. Back to the football. I know I left out Georgia and Clemson. That was probably the best football game I seen this weekend. I grew up watching a lot of defensive football games, a lot of 3-0 games, a lot of 10-0 games, 10-7 games. just defensive pressure and stuff like that. Georgia came out on top, was able to put the clamps on Clemson, keep them from scoring. Number 3 team in the nation. Only scored 3 points. So Georgia's looking good defensively right now. I mean, it seems like it was a test because when you have those type of games like that, I feel like normally that Clemson does have a decent defense, decent enough defense to get them a game. But I don't think it was tough enough for them to not overcome. So Georgia might be a problem in the SEC. I don't know. I had to keep watching, but they season started. You know how I said before. You know, you ain't been tested, you ain't had no adversity, then your season hasn't started yet. But it seems like Georgia was challenged with adversity. Beginning of the season, game 1 against Clemson, and they answered the bell, 10-3 win, was able to keep their spot in the top 4, along with Alabama, to maybe be 1 and 2 right now. Maybe Alabama 1, maybe Georgia 2. We'll see who the 3 and 4 is. I don't really know right now, but great game. I was able to stay glued to it the whole time. I enjoyed it. Game of the week to me. So that's pretty much what I got right here for real for you. Just wanted to jump in and touch a couple topics, you know, give you my thoughts on definitely a lot of stuff that's going on right now. Lil Boosie and Lil Duval got a song out that I really enjoy right now called Sexy. Y'all go check that out. They ain't paid me for it, but I like that song a lot. And I guess if you listen to it, you know, watch the video. I'm just a big Boosie fan to see him doing a lot of different things than just the whole street stuff. So, because he can do more. A lot of people tell him that all the time in his interviews and stuff like that. He more than just a rapper. He's more than he's just one of those people that are more. He can do acting. I'm pretty sure he got his Biopic movie coming out. I'm a big Boosie fan. I don't even want to touch on the stuff with him and Lil Nas X, but I'm just saying him as the person. He can rap. I'm pretty sure he can act. He's good on social media, which is super duper important these days. If he can just keep a profile, keep an Instagram, he kills Instagram, no problems. But when I seen, you know, because Lil Duval had a song with Snoop last year, or maybe 2 years ago, I don't know how old it was, but when I seen he picked Boosie for this song, I was like, yeah, I think Boosie can do that. And he just came in with a quick, nice verse, fit the tone of the song, you know, kind of like a clubs. You'll hear that, you're gonna hear this song in a lot of clubs, a lot of parties. Duval like to make them type of songs that bring people together and just get that feel good type of mood. And I'm into that type of whole positive energy, positive type of vibe, you know, mindset. So check out Lil Duval and Boosie on Sexy. I think that's all I got for you for real. I appreciate you if you came through and listen. If you got anything you want to comment, you know, go back and forth about in the comments. I'll answer because picking Donda over CLB, quick recap. Picking MJ over LeBron. We can get in the comments about that. So I'm not coming off of any of those. Not right now. Definitely not coming off of MJ. Not right now. You might sway me to CLB because I do like it. But I mean, just Kanye's organization, management of the talent is just a tad bit better. And I still would pick top 2. I'd say top 2 to me right now is gonna be Nas, King's Disease 2, and Donda. That's just right now, just in this month of September. Because every month, you know, it can change. And the more I come on here, the more my opinions might change on it. But hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. Try to come up with something next episode in the future for you. Gotta have them topics for it though. If you got topics for me, you want me to cover, put them in the comments as well. Thank you again, and I'm out.